How to fix Battlefield 4 crashing without error and closing EA app. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we delve into one of the most frustrating technical challenges for gamers. Battlefield 4 crashing without any error message, often taking the EA app down with it. This insidious problem leaves players without a clear diagnostic path, suggesting a complex interplay of system-level conflicts, driver instabilities, or resource management issues rather than a specific game fault. Our deep dive guide will meticulously explore a comprehensive array of professional solutions designed to systematically diagnose and resolve these elusive crashes, ensuring you can return to the battlefield without interruption. Let's reclaim your seamless gaming experience with our expert troubleshooting techniques. Here's how to meticulously troubleshoot and fix Battlefield 4 crashing without error. Update graphics drivers. The primary and often overlooked solution involves ensuring your graphics drivers are fully updated to the latest stable version. Navigate to your GPU manufacturer's official website, NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel, to download and perform a clean installation of the newest drivers, as outdated drivers are a frequent culprit for unexplained application shutdowns. This crucial step can resolve deep-seated rendering and compatibility issues that manifest as silent crashes. Verify game files' integrity. Corrupted or missing game files can lead to unpredictable crashes, especially when no specific error is reported. Utilize the EA app's built-in repair or verify function for Battlefield 4 to scan and replace any damaged game data, ensuring the integrity of your installation. This process cross-references your local files against the server-side version, correcting discrepancies that might trigger instability. Run as administrator. Granting administrative privileges to both Battlefield 4 and the EA app can circumvent permission-related conflicts with the operating system. This can prevent crashes caused by restricted access to critical directories or processes. Disable in-game overlays. Overlays from the EA app itself, Discord, NVIDIA GeForce Experience, or AMD Radeon software can inject code that conflicts with game processes, leading to crashes. Temporarily disable all in-game overlays through their respective application settings to isolate if they are the cause of the instability. This minimizes third-party interference, allowing Battlefield 4 to run with fewer potential hooks. Clear EA app cache. The EA app's cache can become corrupted over time, leading to various issues, including game crashes. Close the EA app completely, then navigate to your system's temporary file directories, e.g., %program data %/EA desktop and %app data %/local/EA desktop to delete any cached data. Restart the EA app afterward to allow it to rebuild a fresh cache. Update Windows operating system. An outdated Windows installation might lack essential security patches or system files required for modern games to run stably. Ensure your Windows 10 or 11 operating system is fully updated through Windows Update, as these updates often include critical bug fixes and performance enhancements. Keeping your OS current provides a robust foundation for gaming applications. Check system requirements. While Battlefield 4 is an older title, ensure your current hardware still comfortably meets or exceeds its minimum and recommended system requirements. Running the game on borderline or insufficient hardware, especially with modern background processes, can lead to resource exhaustion and silent crashes. Verify your CPU, GPU, and RAM against the game's specifications. Adjust in-game graphics settings. High graphics settings, particularly resolution scaling or texture quality, can push your GPU beyond its stable limits, resulting in crashes without explicit errors. Temporarily lower all in-game graphics settings to their minimum or medium presets to determine if performance overload is the cause. Gradually increase settings to find a stable configuration that prevents crashes. Update DirectX and Visual C++ redistributables. Battlefield 4 relies heavily on specific versions of DirectX and Visual C++ redistributable packages for core functionalities. Ensure these essential runtime components are up to date by downloading the latest installers directly from Microsoft's official website. Missing or corrupted files in these libraries are common triggers for application failures. Disable full-screen optimizations. Full-screen optimizations, a Windows feature, can sometimes interfere with older games or specific hardware configurations, causing crashes. This can provide a more direct rendering path, enhancing stability. Set compatibility mode. Experimenting with compatibility modes can sometimes resolve issues with older games on newer operating systems. In the game's executable properties under the Compatibility tab, try running Battlefield 4 in compatibility mode for an earlier version of Windows, such as Windows 7 or 8. This might bypass system conflicts introduced by recent OS updates. Perform a clean boot. A clean boot starts Windows with a minimal set of drivers and startup programs, helping to identify software conflicts causing the crash. Use the System Configuration utility, msconfig, to disable all non-Microsoft services and startup items. If the game runs stably, re-enable services in small groups to pinpoint the conflicting application. Check for overheating. Consistent crashes after a few minutes of gameplay, especially without errors, often point to hardware overheating. Monitor your CPU and GPU temperatures using monitoring software like MSI Afterburner or HW Monitor during gameplay. Excessive temperatures can trigger automatic shutdowns or performance throttling, leading to application closure. Adjust Firewall/Antivirus exclusions. Aggressive firewall or antivirus software can sometimes mistakenly flag game files or EA app processes as threats, interfering with their operation and causing crashes. Add Battlefield 4 and the EA app to your security software's exclusion list to ensure they can communicate freely without being blocked. This prevents false positives from disrupting gameplay. Repair Punk Buster installation. Battlefield 4 utilizes Punk Buster as its anti-cheat system, and a corrupted or outdated installation can lead to server kicks or game crashes. Navigate to the Battlefield 4 installation directory, find the Punk Buster folder, and run the pbsvc exe utility to update or repair the Punk Buster service. This ensures the anti-cheat is functioning correctly. Reinstall Battlefield 4 and EA app. As a last resort, a complete reinstallation of both Battlefield 4 and the EA app can resolve deep-seated corruption or misconfigurations. Thoroughly uninstall both applications, ensuring no residual files are left behind, then perform a fresh download and installation. This provides a clean slate, eliminating any previous software conflicts. Check RAM and storage drive health. Faulty RAM modules or a failing storage drive, HDD/SSD, can lead to data corruption and system instability, manifesting as silent game crashes. Utilize Windows Memory Diagnostic for RAM testing and your drive manufacturer's tools, e.g., Crystal Disk Info, to check the health of your storage device. Hardware integrity is paramount for stable gaming. Roll back graphics drivers. If the issue started immediately after a recent graphics driver update, the new driver might have introduced an incompatibility. Consider rolling back to a previously stable driver version through your device manager, or using a clean installation of an older driver from your GPU manufacturer's archive. Sometimes, newer drivers aren't always better for older titles. Power supply unit, PSU check. An insufficient or failing power supply unit can lead to system instability, especially under gaming load when components draw more power. If your PSU is old or barely meets your system's power requirements, It might cause sudden shutdowns or application crashes as it struggles to deliver stable power. Consider professional diagnostics or an upgrade if suspect. Network configuration optimization. Given the crash occurs after 5 minutes in a server, network stability and configuration can be a factor. Try flushing your DNS cache ipconfig/flushtons in command prompt, and consider temporarily using a public DNS server like Google DNS 8.8.8.8.8.4.4. Ensure your network drivers are updated and test with a wired connection, if possible, to rule out Wi-Fi instability. By systematically working through these deep dive troubleshooting steps, you should be able to identify and resolve the root cause of Battlefield 4 crashing without error and closing the EA app. Each solution targets a specific potential vector for instability, helping you reclaim your immersive gaming experience. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more expert technical guides and solutions.